So have you ever wondered how a massive company, with thousands of employees and millions of dollars moving around every day, manages its bank accounts without it just becoming total chaos? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the surprisingly complex and secure world of corporate digital banking.
Yeah, this is the big question, right? How do you give a whole bunch of people the power to spend company money, but at the same time, build an absolute fortress of security around it? The answer is a really sophisticated onboarding process, and we're going to break down every single step for you.
So here's how we're going to tackle this. We'll start with the two-sided setup. Then we'll see how the bank builds the foundation before the customer comes in to customize it. After that, we'll meet the digital gatekeeper that enforces all the rules. And finally, we'll follow a single transaction from start to finish. And to make this all make sense, we're going to shadow a company called Onboarding Industries through the whole process.
All right, the first thing you've got to get your head around is that this isn't just the bank calling all the shots. It's a structured partnership, more like a digital handshake between the bank and its corporate customer.
Okay, the easiest way to think about it is like building a house. The bank does all the heavy lifting, they lay the foundation, they put up the walls, they install the plumbing, but then they hand the keys over to the company. They're the ones who furnish the place, decide who gets which room, set the house rules, and decide who gets a key. It's this split responsibility, this division of labor, that's the secret sauce that makes the whole system work.
Okay, so let's dive into the bank side of things first. This whole process is kicked off by a bank admin, and their job is basically to construct the company's entire digital existence inside the bank's world.
And this isn't just a click-and-go thing. The bank admin follows a really specific checklist. First, they register the customer, giving them their official identity. Then, they map out which payment services the company is even allowed to use, manage how they'll handle big batches of payments, and even design the notification templates. Each one of these steps is like laying another brick in that financial home we talked about.
And boom, here it is. Think of this as the company's digital birth certificate. Onboarding Industries is now officially in the system with its own unique IDs. And more importantly, its real-world bank accounts, one with a hefty 8.5 crore and another with 50 lakh, are now officially plugged into their profile. From this moment on, they exist in the bank's ecosystem.
Now this is where it gets really smart. See, the bank doesn't just open the floodgates. They control the payment pipes. They decide which services get turned on, like RTGS for those huge real-time transfers. But they can also build in rules, like, hey, that RTGS pipe is only open for business between 8 in the morning and 7 at night. That's a huge layer of control right there.
All right, so the bank's job is done. The house is built. Now it's time to hand over the keys to Onboarding Industries' own administrator. This is where the company turns that secure house into their customized home, tailored exactly to how they do business.
And this is where it gets personal, for real. The company admin isn't just creating generic users like User 1 or User 2. Nope. They're setting up specific roles for real people. You've got Manish, who's set up to only handle vendor payments from one specific account. Then there's Bhavana, who handles the salaries from a completely different one. It's a core security principle called segregation of duties, and it's absolutely critical.
Okay, now get ready for this. We're not talking about pocket change here. The company administrator at Onboarding Industries gets to set their own daily transaction limit at a whopping 10 crore. This gives them full control over their own financial ceiling, which is absolutely crucial for managing large-scale cash flow. But wait, here's the really clever part. Within that massive 10 crore daily limit, they've set another, smaller cap for any single transaction, 1 crore. This is such a brilliant internal control. It means one accidental fat finger mistake or a fraudulent payment can't just drain their entire daily budget in one go. So, we have users and we have limits. But how does the system actually enforce all of these rules? Well, that brings us to the digital brain of this entire operation, the authorization matrix.
I know, authorization matrix sounds super technical, right? But just think of it as a simple but powerful rulebook. Its number one job is to make sure that the person who starts a payment can never be the same person who approves it. That separation is basically the foundation of all of this.
This system has a pretty cool name, Maker Checker. It's simple. You have a maker, that's our employee Manish, who creates or makes the payment request. But that request goes absolutely nowhere until a checker, who's usually a manager, comes in and gives it the green light. No single person can initiate and approve their own payment, period.
And the company can build some incredibly sophisticated workflows with this. A small payment might just need one checker. A bigger one might need sequential approval. First, a manager has to approve it, then a director. They can even set up rules based on the amount, so anything over, say, 5 lakh automatically gets routed to a senior executive. The level of customization is just immense.
All right, so we've seen all the building blocks. Now, let's watch them all work together. Let's follow a single payment from the moment it's created to the moment it's completed.
Okay, here's how it all comes together. Step 1. Manish, our maker, initiates a 50,000 rupee payment to a vendor. Step 2. The system instantly looks at that authorization matrix. Step 3. A notification automatically goes out to the designated manager, the checker. Step 4. That manager logs in and approves it. And only then, in Step 5, does the money actually get sent. It's seamless, it's secure, and the whole thing is fully audited from start to finish.
And even the final communication is customizable. Remember those templates the bank admin set up way back in the beginning? Well, Hanuman Industries can choose whether their confirmation emails are super detailed, showing the amount, the date, and even the remaining balance, or if they're just super concise, with a simple confirmation that the account has been debited. It's all about tailoring the system to their specific needs.
So let's just boil this all down. Corporate onboarding isn't one thing. It's a carefully choreographed partnership. It's that digital handshake. The bank builds the secure fortress. The customer furnishes it, setting all the rules for who can do what. And watching over the whole thing is the authorization matrix, that digital gatekeeper making sure every single transaction is legit.
And this leaves us with a fascinating question for the future. The whole maker-checker model is built on taking a moment to approve things. But in a world of instant, real-time payments, how will this model have to adapt to provide that same level of security without sacrificing speed? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for watching.